Emanuel Derman, My Life as a Quant, Reflections on Physics and Finance. Delve into the fascinating journey of Emanuel Derman in My Life as a Quant, Reflections on Physics and Finance, as he transitions from a passionate physicist to a thriving financial engineer. Explore how the marriage of physics and finance came to be, as the unstable economy demanded expertise that physicists possessed and a diminishing job market in academia left them seeking solace elsewhere. Witness Derman's personal trials, as he grapples with the challenges of academia, cultural differences, and the relentless politics of Wall Street, while carving his path to becoming Financial Engineer of the Year.
When physics meets finance. Physics has become an essential part of the financial world, with physicists being sought after by Wall Street firms due to their exceptional ability to measure change. The collapse of the traditional job market for physicists in the 1970s prompted this influx of talent to other fields, like finance. With a highly regulated post-World War II economic order breakdown, only physicists had the aptitude to understand and, potentially, predict the new financial world's nature. The intrinsic mathematical tools and modeling prowess of physicists became crucial in measuring change in a sophisticated manner. This unexpected alliance between physics and finance is a marriage of convenience, as governments that previously funded physics heavily in the 1950s and 1960s did not do so in the following 2 decades, leading to a surplus of physicists chasing academic positions. As a result, academically unemployable physicists began receiving offers from Wall Street firms, paying substantially more than the average academic salary. From physics to finance. At the age of 16, Emanuel Derman entered the University of Cape Town, where he developed an interest in particle physics. In 1965, he moved to the U.S. for graduate studies at Columbia University in New York City. Despite his desire to understand the universe, he found himself unprepared for the top-tier American grad school. Derman realized that he excelled in applied mathematics more than atomic physics and quantum mechanics. The most valuable lesson he learned was that while talent was important to succeed, perseverance and luck were the most critical factors. From physics to perseverance. Emanuel Derman's journey from physics to perseverance was not unmitigated bliss. He faced tough competition, academic politics, and psychological pressure in the meritocratic world of physics. After years of productive work, Derman received his PhD but found scarce job opportunities. He took a postdoctoral position at the University of Pennsylvania, where he encountered xenophobia and made a career error. However, he discovered the German spiritual guide Rudolf Steiner, who left a lasting impression. Derman's perseverance paid off as he found an interesting puzzle in physics, which led to another postdoctoral position at Oxford University. Derman's story highlights the challenges and rewards of pursuing a career in physics. Derman's journey to Wall Street. Derman moved from Rockefeller University to the University of Colorado and then to AT&T Bell Labs. His physics career was fading, and he considered studying medicine but lacked the courage. While in Colorado, he practiced Tibetan Buddhist meditation. After realizing that job searching was wearing him down, he joined AT&T Bell Labs, feeling guilty about leaving academia. Trapped in corporate bureaucracy. Derman's tenure at AT&T felt like imprisonment in a labyrinthine system that prioritized politics and arbitrary rules. While theoretical research thrived at Bell, Derman wrote software and dreamed of escape. His time in this environment proved useful, but it took 5 years to break free. Wall Street's demand for physicists. Wall Street's shift to complex debt instruments in the early 1980s drove the need for individuals skilled in quantitative analysis, particularly physicists. Interest rates became unpredictable, and financial intermediaries began to replace banks, booming the government debt market. 2 leading Wall Street institutions, Goldman Sachs and Salomon Brothers, hunted for physicists for their financial and quantitative similarities, independence in writing their own program, and oversupply in the job market. Emanuel Derman worked as a quantitative financial analyst at Goldman Sachs after being interviewed by Stan Diller. Derman discovered a pitfall of the quant's life, the desire to become a trader. Trading is valued more than program invention, which makes quant contribution hard to attribute. Therefore, traders make more money and take more credit. While quants generate ample profits, they neither get as rich nor as powerful as traders. Being perceived as a quant is no advantage on Wall Street. Fischer Black's journey. Fischer Black was a genius quant alongside Myron Scholes, and together they created the Black-Scholes option pricing model. Even after Black's passing and Scholes receiving a Nobel Prize for their joint work, some suggest that Black wasn't recognized because of his role in finance. Black was known for his strict standards and preference for numbers over graphics. He remained intellectually honest and courageous and made breakthroughs by doing his best with what he had. Black was recruited by Robert Rubin to Goldman Sachs, where he kept running until he physically couldn't due to throat cancer. He faced his mortality with equanimity and never complained. In his office hung a Nike poster with the caption, "The race is not always to the swift, but to those who keep running." Derman's turbulent journey in quantitative finance. Emanuel Derman's career in quantitative finance was characterized by ups and downs. He left Goldman's quantitative research unit for Salomon Brothers, where he experienced a difficult culture, before eventually returning to Goldman and making groundbreaking contributions to the field. Emanuel Derman's career in quantitative finance went through several ups and downs. After working for 2 years in Goldman's quantitative research unit, he left for Salomon Brothers in 1988. There, he became the right-hand man of mortgage research head Mike Waldman, where he supervised people with deep expertise in a field he knew nothing about. He found the workplace culture at Salomon difficult, with senior people purposely arriving late to meetings and a pervasive atmosphere of paranoia. However, Salomon was able to use models as marketing tools effectively. Derman never quite fit in with the sales-focused culture at Salomon, and he was ultimately laid off in 1989 during a market downturn. Derman then went to work for Black in Goldman's equity division of the Quantitative Strategies Group. Derman was part of a groundbreaking investors' coup in which put options were purchased from Japanese institutions, which gave them an insurance policy against any decline in the Japanese stock market. Derman's career shows the gradual professionalization and eventual ascendance of quantitative investing. He discovered a model that greatly improved on Black-Scholes, but traders were initially reluctant to adopt it. Eventually, Derman's contributions were recognized, and he was named Financial Engineer of the Year in 2000 by the International Association of Financial Engineers. Goldman's culture changed after it went public, and Derman began to mull leaving the company. He was present in his Manhattan office on September 11, 2001, when the terrorist attack happened. He soon left Goldman, but he eventually returned to Columbia to teach and direct the financial engineering program. Derman's career shows how an expert in one field can make significant contributions in another and how quantitative investing has revolutionized the finance industry.
In My Life as a Quant, Emanuel Derman offers an insightful account of his transition from physicist to financial engineer and illuminates the forces that brought these two seemingly unrelated fields together. Throughout his journey, Derman overcame numerous obstacles, including stringent academic competition, the collapse of the physics job market, and navigating the cutthroat environment of Wall Street. By highlighting the indispensable role of physicists like Derman in analyzing complex financial markets, this book demonstrates the surprising harmony between the world of physics and the world of finance. Ultimately, Derman's story testifies to the power of perseverance, adaptability, and an unwavering commitment to one's passions.